Hey guys, Justin Shock Therapy. Thanks for tuning in for another live feed. Today is Faro Arm Day. Now, what's Faro Arm? Well, we affectionately call it arm candy, but basically, this is a digital scanning device that allows us to scan all of the new parts perfectly down to the thousandth of an inch. Now, why would we need this? Well, things like rack and pinions, front hubs, rear hubs, radius rod placement, bolt patterns, complete front ends. We can scan pretty much anything within about a 6-foot square area and get exact digital locations. So for instance, we build billet race racks. Well, there's a lot of dimensions and a lot of things, competing angles when you talk about rack and pinions. And one thing we definitely don't do is take a ruler and a tape measure and lay it on top of the rack and try and come up with dimensions for this stuff, because there's a lot of things that need to be perfectly accurate for everything that we do. So what we're going to do is show you really quick. We've got Jason helping us out from the machine shop today, and he's going to show you how we get to scanning. So if you take a look at what he's up to, he's basically pointing this laser scanner at a part. And there's a crosshair system in this system. A crosshair, I said that wrong, but basically crosshairs allow us to line up and focus the beam when we're scanning parts. So focus the two and basically pulling a trigger to throw a scanned beam out that's digitally logged. So as he's scanning this factory rack and pinion, we are actually getting dimensions, locations, and angles off of this scan process. And take a look at the laptop. So you can go a little closer if you can, Chase. Look at that digital form that's actually showing up on the computer. That is the scanned representation of that factory rack. Now, it takes a little while for us to scan stuff. We like to fill in all the blanks, get all the little cracks and crevices perfect so we have locations for all the important stuff. It would just take us a long time for you guys to see that, but right there for about 10-15 seconds worth of scanning, Jason's putting that away right now, but for about 10 or 15 seconds worth of scanning, we can show you this digital half of the rack that we can rotate on the screen. We can locate all of the bolt patterns. We can see the exact size of the holes. We can even locate compound angles of the pinion, so that everything is duplicated. When we build parts to replace these factory parts, we're not just taking a guess. All this stuff is exactly the same as the factory part. So when you get it and you put it on your car, we guarantee that that is going to fit, because our physical representation out of the CNC machine matches the physical part that we are duplicating. So Jace, if you got a second to pull up maybe the full scan, we can rotate it for everybody and let them see kind of what we're staring at when we get to the point where we're going to document all the dimensions and then duplicate that part. So that, looking at the screen now, Chase, if you can see it and zoom in quite a bit. So we're going to be able to rotate this part. The green is actually if you're inside the rack looking out, and the blue is the outside surface. Now you see there's a lot of missing spots in this. Well, that's just because we didn't take the time to scan the other side, scan the bottom of this, which would be the next step normally. Once we've scanned the whole part, then we can lay that out digitally and duplicate it in CAD, and then duplicate it in aluminum, and that's the part that you get from us. So this goes a long way when it comes to someone who's bought the parts, putting it on the car, and they give us a call and go, this thing doesn't fit. Well, we guarantee you that the bolt pattern's exact, we guarantee you the dimensions are exact, and this is the reason why we know that. So when you buy parts from us, hopefully we're not doing the same thing that a lot of guys do, and we just kind of take a guess at it and let you figure it out. We've already done it, we've got it perfect. That way you get it and you bolt it on and you're good to go. You guys have any questions that I can bang out?
So no questions yet, but there has been a hashtag no chase.
No chase, awesome, good job guys. That means there's about at least 10 or 15 people that have logged on to hashtag no chase. So this is a movement. You guys we want to get this started. So everybody watching, get over there and join in the movement. That way we can get Chase out of here, maybe. I seriously doubt it. He kind of sticks around like body odor, but.
We got our boy Steve-O, 714 in the room.
Steve-O, how you doing, buddy?
Awesome. Well, I want to do something fun, and I think since we have Steve in the building,
all right.
I got an idea, Justin.
Well, we do have a question real quick.
Hold on, one quick question before we go there,
from
Chase.
Christopher Knott says, what's your opinion on shock res expansion chambers?
Absolutely pointless. So I'm pretty sure what you're talking about is a cap extender, a couple inches longer instead of a flush cap, supposedly to give you more nitrogen volume. Supposedly it helps. It does absolutely nothing for you. That is a gimmick. All of the diameter, all of the square inches of area that are inside that reservoir are figured out in advance mathematically by very, very talented engineers. There's no reason for more. You start doubling that area, it doesn't help you. So 10% more isn't going to do it either. Don't bother.
Okay, we got a couple more hashtag no chases. That's awesome. Everyone's catching
No
on.
chase.
Then from Hermandan.
Hermandan.
Anything in the works for Can-Am Maverick Sport X Series?
Yes, we are working on that car right now, so it's going to happen soon, but don't look for anything in the next few weeks. It'll probably be a month or so. But we are going there. We also are, that brings up another thing, we're going into utility specific. Instead of sport utility, we will have a complete line of maybe more workhorse style utility stuff. So General 4, Defender, Gator, and Polaris Ranger. We're gonna have a line of things for you guys for that. Did you have something on there, Steve?
So
I see you're laughing, so it must be good.
Dabull_D says, does Justin do his hair before these videos? Always on point.
Wow, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Actually, I get out of the shower and it looks just like this.
You got him on live right now, Justin. So.
Oh yeah? Hey, I'm glad you like my hair, man. What's yours look like? On point?
We got a slow connection. He's in the garage though. Yeah, he's got a hat on here. What's your hat say, brother?
Make glass premium again.
Oh.
Make glass premium again. All right, we'll go with that. Hey, do you have a car, by the way?
Yeah, XRC.
XRC, sweet. Hopefully we get a chance to touch that in the future and make it better.
Yeah, I've watched like all the videos you guys put out, man. You think you're going to spend a lot of money.
You're breaking up a little bit, man, but it sounded like you're giving us a hell of a compliment. I appreciate it.
It looks like we're having connection issues. Have a good day, brother. And we actually just lost our Facebook feed, but we're still live here on Instagram, and we are recording again. So we'll post everything up to our Facebook and YouTube.
All right.
This whole second half. With that being said, I got an idea, Justin.
Let's throw your idea out there, Chase. By the way, you're not supposed to be talking.
I know. With that being said, hashtag no chase.
No chase.
What if we used this here Faro arm to scan, per se, like Steve's face?
I think that would be an excellent idea. You know what else? You guys all need to know that we don't normally look like 70s porn stars around here, but we are celebrating Mustache May. And there's one right there. So we've got handlebars, we've got all kinds of stuff in the shop. We even have some old Western mustaches. Let's scan Steve's face and see if we can't get this digitally in the computer, all right? So Jace, come back in here, give us a hand. Let's see what Steve can throw out. So I know you guys, we have a very expensive piece of arm candy here that should be used for very important things, but it can scan anything. So why not throw Steve's mustache in the computer real quick? Remember, you guys, this is all in fun for Mustache May. And I think Steve's got some information for you with regard to Mustache May coming up after this. Hey, Steve, does it hurt?
No.
Someone said, Frank G said, rest in peace. No moving, no moving.
Wide Max wants to know, where is Cummings Kyle? So don't worry, we'll go show you Cummings Kyle after we get done scanning Steve's face. He's slaving away in the other room, installing something.
All right, Let's
Jason,
get that pen in his ear, Jason, and see what this looks like.
You got some love too, Jason. Pedro5973.
Yeah, hey, Frank, I think it's a good idea we do a wax figure of Steve and just have it up in the front showroom for people to take pictures next to.
Yes, you can come in for a scan, George, anytime. All right, let's see what progress he has. Let's give.
All right,
So it's-
go into that other file.
Not at all, but stay tuned for a Mustache May giveaway.
Oh, what do you got,
thinking?
Steve?
Steve, you've been going off about this May mustache giveaway. What are you thinking?
Well, my mustache keeps me from swaying, so I don't know. Maybe there's a little hint for you, but stay tuned, all right?
We're going to give away some parts, you guys. Just understand that. So here coming up pretty soon, Steve's going to be involved in a full giveaway that you guys will be able to get all the information on in the next day or two. And we are going to be giving away some good parts. And he talked about suede mustache. That's our only hint. All right, zoom in on that, Chase.
I will. As we're messing around here, Justin, E. Wiley 11, does the bump steer delete kit help with the life of the rack?
Yes, bump steer delete definitely helps with the life of the rack because when you remove bump steer from the car, it removes stresses, feedback, and kickback into the system, which basically extends the life of the rack and all of your front end parts. Look at that wax figure. Steve, you're pretty sexy in blue.
Thank you.
Should you join the Blue Man Group or what?
Who thinks
Wow.
who thinks we should sell a mask of Steve's face on the internet?
Steve mask would be sick, I think. Good job, Steve. Thanks for sacrificing for the shop. Appreciate it, man.
Make sure you guys stay tuned for the giveaway coming for May mustache.
You guys got anything else? We can cut this short. This will be the shortest feed in a long time.
Ryan H. Bartlett wants us to know that y'all's shock logo looks like Sparky the Spark Plug. Why don't you give him a little history on how our Shocky came to be, Justin?
So the Shocky was actually drawn on a napkin as an idea and then refined a couple times. And then it went to Ernie's brother, who turned it into a badass cartoon. And there's one other thing too, if you show a Shocky. It's kind of subliminal, and we never expected it or wanted it, but we've had a lot of women come up to us at the dunes next to the semi and tell us that Shocky's eyes look like breasts. So you guys tell us what you think. We don't think so. It's not even something we thought about, but the ladies told us that, not the guys.
No, that's all I see.
Any other questions?
One other just quick question from cpatty09 Gmail C. Says, I bought a set of X3 RS shocks used. They have your spring kit and gold stickers on them. Is there any way to tell how they've been tuned without shipping them back to you?
There really isn't. Only thing you can do is give us the part numbers that are on the springs, and we'll tell you roughly what that was set up for. You know, heavy car, light car, maybe desert, dunes, or mountains. But we have to see inside the shock to tell you how the inside's set up.
Okay, and then we got another question from Chaser UAE. Says, are there advantages to 3.0 versus 2.5 for the rear shocks? Example, Walker Evans VS2 shock, XRS mostly dune riding.
So there is, if they're physically different when it comes to piston size. So if you have a bypass shock, like a Fox bypass, that's a tube within a tube. Even though it's 3-inch on the outside, it's a 2.5-inch piston on the inside. So versus a Walker that's a 2.5, they're actually the same piston, so they're going to be about the same overall bump stage and force that it can give you to stop you from bottoming out, if I put that the right way. Not all 3-inch shocks are created equal. You really need to actually look into it a little bit more than that. Personally, I like the Fox bypass. I like a 3-inch velocity too, though. So it just depends on kind of what you're doing. For the dunes, I would prefer that you throw the Fox on it. I think it's going to give you more resistance and a plusher ride.
We did have Anthony wanting to go live with us. Let me see if I can get him to tune in. It looks like he already kicked back. If anybody does want to go live, we're here to answer questions if you want. If not, you got anything else for us, Steve?
Just a couple quick ones. What should ride height be at a stock Turbo S4 seat?
Turbo S 4-seat bone stock, which is going to have a 32-inch tire, just like this Turbo S behind us, which is just a 2-seater. Bone stock should be about 15 inches. Our spring kit should be about 16 and a half.
Yep.
And that is off the top of my head, man. I don't even know how I got that right.
Diversified,
Way too many spring kits.
Diversified Fab said rack brace. I thought it said race rack. Sorry, rack brace equals a waste of money. So someone said something about a rack brace in there.
Okay, so if somebody's asking about rack braces, we described that in our rack video. Basically, a rack brace is a temporary fix that will either gall up and seize up, or it will bend and it will have no effect on helping you. Please don't do that. It's $500 that you're going to have to do every 500 miles if you want to keep the rack brace on there. There's no easy way around a rack. You have to do a billet rack. The reason that we know this, I'm sorry, it's $2,000, but they're complicated and hard to build. The reason that we went that route, we tested rack braces years ago. There's not enough room in there to get enough support to do it. You can't have dissimilar materials, steel and aluminum, working together on that rack brace. You have galling. So there's no way to accomplish that. That's the reason why we went with a billet rack. We saw other people building rack braces, and we just kind of chuckle on the side and let them do it, knowing that it's going to fail.
All right, last two questions, and there is one statement. One statement is, when will the Steve mask be in stock?
I think it's a new Halloween hit, Steve.
Okay.
I mean, we could do Steve Chucky.
Okay.
Or we could do maybe Freddy Stevie Krueger.
Okay.
I'm thinking this might be a new thing, and hashtag no chase.
Okay.
Don't forget, hashtag no chase.
Okay, and then one Fitty King _B. Can I supply you guys with some powder for you guys to powder coat my springs to hopefully retain warranty?
No, you can't, but we have one option for you. If you send your springs to Affordable Powder Coat in Phoenix, that is the only powder coater that we will stand behind warranty-wise for those springs. There's one other issue. I mean, I know if you're on another state and you got to send them, that's the only way it's going to happen. But if you're local, it's fairly easy. The other issue is that the only thing we have on file are the springs that we sold you on your paperwork. Now that they're powder coated, having been stripped and powder coated, we have no record of what those springs are or even if they're ours. So we'll back up the ones that are on the paperwork, but if they come back and it's a different rate, we know you swapped them on us, we're going to be pretty pissed.
All right, you guys.
All right, we done?
Looks like I'm trying to get Sam to go live with us here. I just wanted to see what she's doing up in the front office and confirm, when our next available appointments are. I don't know if she's busy. She might not tune in here. Other than that,
then let's sign off real quick. I want you guys to get a little bit of a promotion for the next live feeds that we're doing next week. Tomorrow, Steve is going to show you the process of rebuilding a shock. Now, we don't have time because it takes an hour at least per shock to do, to go through the details, but we're going to show you the problems when we take it apart. We're going to show you the seals that we run and how you put it back together. Do you have somebody?
we got someone. We got Sam up in the front office. What's going on, Sam? I am.
Are you trying to FaceTime me?
Oh, yeah, you're live with everyone on Shock Therapy Live right now. Sam, who are you? What do you do here at Shock Therapy?
I'm the general accounting. I take everyone's money.
You have the best job in the shop, Sam.
Yes.
With that being said, Sam, I have a couple questions. What is our next available appointment dates?
You're going to throw her on the spot, aren't you? This is why hashtag no chase.
Hashtag no chase is in effect.
Yes, hashtag no chase.
27th.
27th of the month, all right. Which means absolutely nothing when someone watches this video in a month, Chase.
As
Thank
well
you.
as, Sam, what sway bars did we just get in stock? Did we just get,
Sam, I think we got XP rears and we got X3 fronts. I know everybody's been asking you for those. So sway bars are in stock, you guys. Make sure you understand. Also, if you have any questions for appointments, you're going to talk to the guys up front or Sam. Make sure you say hi and that you saw her on the video.
Later, Sam.
Send us your address, Sam, and we'll send you a t-shirt.
All right, let's get out of here unless you got some good questions, Steve. Nope. Repeats.
Nope.
All right. You guys do us a favor. We want to hear what you want to see. So we're running out of subjects. We might stop doing these in a week if we run out of things to do. So give us some ideas what you want to see. Tomorrow we're going to have Shock Rebuild. On Monday or Tuesday, we are going to do a tour of the CNC shop. So make sure that you set aside a little bit of time, 12:30-ish on Monday or Tuesday. We'll let you know Monday morning to get a tour of the CNC shop and watch some chips fly off brand new billet aluminum. Question?
Okay, one final question.
All right, last one, please.
How much do you charge for a rebuild on an X3 RS shock?
$125, sir. $125. That's everything included. You want to do the full set on the car, it's $500.
Now, that does not include any damaged parts or anything like that, correct?
Steve has a good point. That does not include any damaged or broken parts. If you send us your shock with the shaft ripped in half or the bottom loop busted off of it, we'll rebuild it for $125 plus the cost of the loop or plus the cost of the shaft. All right. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. CNC Shop next week. Shock rebuilding on Friday. If you have any questions about our parts or anything that we do here, call the shop 623-217-4959 or buy parts online, shocktherapist.com. Have a good day.
Dan, I agree. We'll do some YXZ talk.
#NoChase.